magazine, which was started by Andy Warhol, and the first director, the first editor of Interview magazine was, what was this guy's name? Glenn O'Brien. Damn it! I should have known that on the top of my head. But anyway, Glenn O'Brien. Glenn O'Brien was the first editor of Interview magazine, and he was actually known as being one of the key reasons that men in the public eye began to discuss fashion and style. Before his time, supposedly, this is all secondhand information, supposedly before him, men didn't really sit around talking about shoes and clothes and threads and this kind of stuff. He was the one who kind of helped make it into a mainstream kind of topic. And he had a pretty famous quote that fashion and style are not the same thing. He said it was important to not be, Glenn O'Brien said it was important to not be fashionable. He felt that fashion is what makes you the same. Style is what makes you different, right? So it's important to find your own style. Anyway, we are going to discuss Interview magazine, and this is a hilarious piece. This is Gunna and Young Thug share rules to live by. Smoke after sex, keep your kitchen lit. This is by Ben Barna. Photographed by Gunnar Stahl. That's actually pretty cool. So I actually passed through, I've grown up in a couple different places, but from 5 to 15, I grew up in Atlanta. And Gunnar Stahl is from Atlanta, and he was one of the first guys that got me interested in photography, which is very, very cool. I saw lots of his photos of prominent rappers, and I started taking pics. He's one of the key influences I had that got me interested in photography. All that being said, let's finally get into this funny piece about, oh my God. I read this piece once or twice, and it was, so here's some pics. All right, so 1993, the year a star was born, sings Gunna on Far, the breezy victory lap that closes out his marathon sophomore album, Wanna. The Atlanta-born rapper has earned his bragging rights. Since the release of his 2016 mixtape, Drip Season, Gunna, who was born Sergio Kitchens, love it, great name, very strong, very cool, almost as cool as, you know what? That might have to be a running thing of my show, is we're going to start having to rank these names, man. All right, so look. All right, let's do this. So, so let's go Agostinho Zinga, London-based DJ and cultural commentator. Let's go Sergio Kitchens, Atlanta-based rapper, aka Gunna, and let's go Mexican artist, painter, Teodulo Romulo. There it is for you, baby. Agostinho Zinga, Sergio Kitchens, and Teodulo Romulo. Those are my three coolest names at this moment. Kitchens has coasted to the top of the rap game, lending his easygoing and melodic flow to hits by the likes of Travis Scott and Mariah Carey, while teaming up with his best friend and fellow Atlanta rapper, Lil Baby, to form one of the most untouchable duos in hip-hop. But it's Gunna's partnership with the freakishly prolific Rap Goliath. That's a nice little phrase. Freakishly prolific Rap Goliath. Young Thug, that's had him primed for success since the two met in 2015. They clicked immediately, and soon, Gunna was the most promising young act since signed to Young Thug's YSL Records, blah, blah, blah. To celebrate the album's release, Young Thug called up his protege to prick his brain on the best shoes, the nicest cars, and the perfect time to get high. All right, let's see. Gunna, what up? Thugger, yo, how you doing, big guy? Thug says, I'm good. I'm at the house. How are you quarantining? Gunna says, I'm sitting back. I'm cool, staying clean. So look, tell us about your album. The album is called Wanna. It's like my alter ego. I'm a Gemini, so they say Geminis are like two people, and I feel like Wanna is my second person. Like that's the second me. That's what I'm giving you with this album. The more cool, the more spontaneous, the wilder Gunna. That's crazy, sir. Oh boy. When I read this interview the first time, this phrase, these three words stood out to me. That's crazy, sir, is the funniest. Show me three words that are funnier together than that's crazy, sir. Because that transports me immediately to a courtroom or a doctor's office because of the sir. And then when you throw in the that's crazy, it's the funniest fucking that's crazy, sir. I definitely have adopted this into my lingo thanks to Thug. What inspires your creativity? And what does this man say? What inspires me is being looked at as a what an ego. What inspires me is being looked at as a legend, working on my craft and being acknowledged for it. And the feedback from my fans, the support I get from my peers and my crew, that's my inspo. They push me to keep going. That's actually pretty cool. Les francófonos y les español, o sea, los hispanohablantes, esta palabra aquí, my inspo. Inspo es una manera de decir, I think that's pretty fucking clear. Inspo is diminutivo de inspiración, okay? Inspo. What inspires you, man? My inspo lately has been XYZ, okay? They push me to keep going. Young Thug, who makes the best beats? Or is that too crazy of a question? I can't say. Outside of our immediate family, it's way talented producers that I can't name. Very profesh. What do you think is the nicest car? I like how it's kind of childlike, the interview. I kind of love it. The nicest car right now, or what we can't get yet, because I think the nicest car would be a car that we can't even purchase yet. Both. Nicest car is the Corvette Stingray. I'm talking like the newest. And what's the nicest car of all time? Yeah, we can't get facts. You still think about that car for sure. That car's on my to get list. What's your favorite piece of jewelry? Or as DJ Khaled says, jeweler. I can't even say it as wrong as him. Jeweler. What does he say? Jurley? He says Jurley or something. Jurley. It would have to be my Gunna piece. It's my first name piece. I went all the way with it. I never had shit, so it's something that really means a lot to me. It's your trophy. That's one of my real deal trophies. That's my favorite piece too, no cap, because it should be illegal for people like with my complexion to be saying no cap. Bleep that out. Don't post that. Because I've seen the whole mindset, no cap. Shit, you know what? I actually saw a TikTok. I don't think I saved it, damn it. I saw a TikTok, bro. Shit, I don't think I saved it.
Babe, why the fuck are you capping? You're literally capping to me. I thought you were telling the truth, but you're fucking capping. You're literally capping.
All right, what else? Is the rest of this funny? Who do you think is hot right now? I got the game right now. Me, of course. See, I don't think that's actually cool. I get that it's part of his persona to be like, I'm the best and whatever. But I think it'd be cooler if he was like, you know what? I think XYZ is doing really interesting work and blah, blah, blah. But he's got to play this kind of masculine persona, which is lame. Oh, man. What do you like to eat and drink when you're in the studio? I like mild wings, fries. I like to go to Roots. Chris, it depends. I might have to somebody go get it for me. I like to eat out in the studio. What do you like to drink in the studio? Strawberry lemonade, anywhere I go. I'm going to go see if they have strawberry lemonade, and if they don't, I'm going to go see if they can make it. Favorite drink alert. Favorite drink alert. Who makes the best food in Atlanta? Everybody can cook in Atlanta, son. No kizzy. So listen, who was your high school crush? Tell us her Instagram if you know it. Light-skinned Brittany. I don't even know her IG, but she was fine, boy. And I could real deal have had her too. She was older. When I got to 9th grade, she was already in the 12th. You know how them fine ones is. She knows who I'm talking about. That's actually hilarious. I only went to 1 year of high school in Atlanta. I did freshman year, whatever. I did 9th grade in Atlanta. And I remember there was this really, really cute chick, white chick, a little bit sort of an olive complexion, good looking, Mary, and she was older. She was 11th or 12th grade, and I came in very strong. I was cocky. I was cocky, and I was ready to get after it. And I thought she was cute, so I was texting her. I'm this little 14-year-old. I'm texting her, and I'm like, we should hang out. Like, I said something like just super like direct, like you look good, or we should like, are you free tomorrow? I think I said that. I said, are you free this weekend? And she didn't reply. And one of her male friends texted me and was like, I don't know if you have balls the size of basketballs, but you need to chill. And he was actually kind of cool in the end. His name was Ryan. I just saw on Facebook actually that he just moved to Stockholm or some shit. But he texted me and he's like, look, he actually kind of consulted me. He was like, look, here's what you're gonna want to do. Next year, over sophomore year, over the summer, I want you to kind of establish yourself at the parties, right? At the house parties, kind of begin to, create a name for yourself. Take it easy, you know what I'm saying? Instead of coming in with the text, which is kind of funny. But anyway, I ended up moving out of Atlanta, so who knows? But she was cute, and she's in California these days. Anyway, I moved on to brighter pastures. So anyway, let's see. I wish you knew her Instagram. I knew you ain't really into sports like that, but you think about it. Football, I'd probably say Odell Beckham Jr. I don't really care about sports. I don't care about other shit. All right, let's keep moving on. No Kizzy. All right, let's see. When is your first time to smoke weed? Probably right after sex. You just lay back and smoke one after you've been having sex like a workout. One of my colleagues over here agrees. One of my colleagues. No Kizzy. I pulled up to the house this morning when I left Duke's spot. I pulled up to the spot. There's a blunt of weed on the ground in front of the door. He had a blunt at the door before you come in the house. That's Duke. Don't play with him. What's your craziest rule? Oh, man. What if I just started dropping in don't play with him for my colleagues and peers? Like I'm talking about Chris Kontos of Kennedy Magazine. All right, let's move on to this Kennedy piece. Chris Kontos, don't play with him. He was out in London. That's ridiculous. Okay. What's your craziest rule? Like, what's one of my pet peeves? Like, Duke's rule is that he's got to have 5 or 6 people at his house every day. God, that sounds like a nightmare. And if it ain't got 5 or 6 people in his house, he's gonna pull his fucking hair out. He's gotta have 5 or 6 every day. My biggest rule is somebody's gotta wake up with me. One of my homies gotta wake up with me every day. If Rika, Thug's girlfriend, ain't with me, somebody gotta wake up with me every day. As soon as I come out of my room, I gotta see somebody's face. I can't wake up in no house alone. You ain't never alone. I think it's because I grew up with my mom who had so many kids. I just grew up around people, so I just have to love people around me. I got a bigger house, just have to have people. What's your craziest rule? I'll think at the house, and before I go down, I gotta clean the kitchen area. When I come downstairs in the morning, the counter has got to be lit. It's gotta be soothing. Man, this countertop pretty soothing. When I come downstairs, if it ain't, my day won't be all the way together. If I'm out of town, I gotta vibe out. When we were in Australia, we vibed out. New Year's, bro, we made the best of it. So that's pretty much it. My one rule, I hate when a girl's toes ain't done. Oh my God, I hate that. All right, here's what I think about that. What does he say? Oh, this is something else. All right, if you're gonna say something like, I hate when a girl's toes ain't done, I think Gunna, in that case, has to have immaculate hygiene. I think his own nails and hair and stash and skin and eyebrows and all of it has to be really well maintained. You can't say that unless you also are keeping up your side of the bargain, of the deal. That's what I think about that. So I don't know if he has good hygiene. I know he's got some, he wears some ridiculous clothes, but he needs to also have really good hygiene to be making demands like that. I get that he's rich and he's famous, whatever. He's got to do his side of the deal. All right, I think that's it. I will say having 6 people in the house at all times sounds like a nightmare. And I like to entertain, don't get me wrong, but that sounds terrible. Okay, point is, at long last, we are finally going to get to this piece, which is about Liam McRae.